Okay, Joey, looking at your butterfly, let's start out in slow motion here underwater. Doing a lot of good things here, definitely some things to work on. Okay, right here, good streamline, good dolphin motion. Okay, but then I'm going to pause. Right here is where you're starting to Superman out of the streamline. Okay, so at this point, basically, you should have your head, what I would call it, still between your arms. You should be looking down. So you're really scrubbing some speed off there by hitting that Superman position. There's really no reason to look forward here. Again, you still should have that head down in a tight, streamlined position. So you're scrubbing speed there. Okay. You're doing like what I call a good 2-beat kick, with the exception of when you breathe, you do a drop kick. So let's just start with the hips and the catch here. Okay, I like the way that you're catching with the hands here. I like where the head position is. I like the way we're getting the hips up right here. So what I'll call it a good press on the tee, getting the hips up and driving down with a kick. Again, we got the head in the right position there. Pretty good. Okay? Now, when you have a hesitation right there, so I want you to see this. When you go to breathe, you stop the kick. So we're dragging legs right there. So it should be kick in, kick out, kick in, and you drag your legs when you breathe. So you're doing a kick in, kick out, and you're stopping again. I'm going to go back when you breathe. So I want you to see it again. Dragging leg right there. Okay, so that's that. So looking on driving that dolphin motion first, we need to be kick in, kick out, kick, 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 even when we breathe. Okay, now I'm going to focus again. Good streamline here, but we need to keep the head here. Watch, you're going to pop up again. Boop, Superman. Okay, we need to hold that streamline. Now I'm going to deal with the front end stroke a little bit. Again, I like this right here. This is great. So again, we got good pressing on the T motion here. Pretty good stuff. But you're going to watch that you're dropping your elbows and slipping a little bit right here. See, at this point, we've dropped the elbows. So we really have what I call it, we're leading with the elbows right here. And I would like it to be a little bit more vertical this way, so we still have, on top of the elbow. But again, just dropping it a little bit. I'm going to watch another one in slow motion here. Again, you're pressing out. I could argue those hands are out a little bit, where we should have fingertips down. So sliding out. A little late to get here. Now right here is where I like the early vertical forearm. This is pretty darn good, Joey. But then we just kind of slip and drop a little bit right here. We just need to try to kick and get on top of it. But I also believe you're dropping it a little bit when you go to breathe. I could argue this kick might be a little vertical, meaning it would be better to have this kick like this instead of having, this bigger drop knee and getting what I'll call it this 90-degree bend here again. Good stuff though. Okay, here we go. Again, just dropping the elbows a little bit and getting what I'll call it a kick, 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 kick. Stop your kick when you breathe. That's what we got to work on. I'm going to go up to full speed here. Again, doing a lot of good stuff. She looks strong. Just definitely some things to work on. Again, good streamline, except for you Superman out of it. From the top, you were actually doing this pretty good. I've seen you when you get tired where you miss this wide, low recovery. Now, again, this arm straight, and this is what I start to see when you have that bent arm on the one arm. And it starts to get worse as you get tired. You start bringing both arms with bent arms. But for this recording here, it was pretty good. I'm going to slow this down just so you can see it again. Okay, again, with like this wide, low recovery. That's a good one right there. Okay, but again, sometimes consistently I'd see you bend the elbows and bring it around. That one had a little more bent arm, but again, I think you were trying and a little more focused on this. Good stuff, Joey. You look strong, a lot to work on. Let's talk about this.